Tool 21. Without a be verb helping it, or a be helper, or a subject, a verb-like word ending in ing is not a verb in that sentence. Remember, the be helper verb must appear to the left of the continuing verb it is helping. Pause for a minute, pause the video, write that down, and then there's a second part to Tool 21. Okay, here's the second part. If a word ending in ing has no subject and no be helper to the left of it in that sentence, it is called a continuing verbal. Verbal means that it is like a verb, but it is not a verb in that sentence. A continuing verbal can be a subject or an object of the preposition. Okay. Write this part down, and then we'll go through a few examples here. Ready? Great. So we know that in this first sentence, Christine was swimming at the pool. We know that the subject, who or what, is Christine. What was she doing? She was swimming. So was is our be helper. Swimming is our continuing verb. Continuing because it's something that she's doing over a period of time, right? And it ends in ing. And we also see at the pool is our prepositional phrase up here. Okay. The second sentence, it still has the word swimming, but here, ask the who or what. Swimming was her favorite activity. So who or what is swimming? So swimming here is the subject of this sentence. In other words, nobody is swimming right now in this sentence. We're just talking about the thing called swimming, or the activity called swimming. Okay, so the subject here is what we would call a continuing verbal, CVBL. Okay? In other words, it looks like a continuing verb, but remember Tool 4, what a word is in that sentence depends on how it's used in that sentence. In this case, what this is not a verb because it's not being used as a verb. It's being used as a subject. Okay? So swimming, and then what's it doing? Well, it just was. In this case, this is one of those, this is not a be helper, this is just a verb by itself. Okay? Swimming was, and what was it her favorite activity? Third one, she is really good at swimming. Okay, who or what? That's she. So she is the subject in this sentence. And what's she doing? She's just being. She is. Okay? Again, is, was, those can be verbs by themselves if there's no continuing verbal to the right of them. Okay? So in this case, is just the verb. Okay? And then at swimming, at, remember, is one of those preposition words. So this is our preposition, whoops. Our preposition is at, P. And then at what? At swimming. That's our OP. And so in this case, the OP is also a CVBL. Okay? I'm going to use lowercase bl here. So a verbal looks like a verb, but it doesn't act like a verb. Okay? Looks like a verb, but it doesn't work as a verb in that sentence. Okay? So this looks like the verb swimming, but it's actually functioning as a subject in that sentence. This looks like the verb swimming, but it actually functions as the object of the preposition in this sentence. And so that's why it's a CVBL. It's going to take a bit of practice with these to get used to them. So write down 3 sentences of your own that use an ing verb as either the subject or as the object of the preposition, and then label them.